Good morning, boomers. The voice of the blockchain here. Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Champagne Crypto. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, today we're talking about Binance US. The exchange has opened. That KYC exchange has opened. Now we're seeing altcoin price rising. Perhaps there is an indirect correlation or not. But nevertheless, the altcoins are on the rise. ETH, Litecoin, Stellar, Tron, Cardano, some of your faves up there are pumping on the CMC as the rest of the boomers are tuning into this live broadcast. We got 5-star decorated crypto official generals like Sorian George, Rafterman, and the rest of the boomers. Guys, make sure you're touching the button. Like the subscribe, the post notification bell, the ding ding button it up. Stay spruced up for this altcoin rise. They're asking if it's altcoin season. I think it's a little early to say that. I mean, altcoins are down like 90%. And we're seeing maybe a 5-10% on some of the alts. But nevertheless, Bitcoin is the place to be if you ask a boomer like myself. Shout out to XPO. I see you. And shout out to all the boomers tuning in. Today we'll be talking about Binance US. We'll talk about the coins that are being traded. I was taking a peek at it earlier, and it seems like they're trading against USD and USDT right now. Of course, they're going to be trading against BTC as when they open up or very soon. But all I saw there on the interface was USD and USDT. So I assume they'll open it up to BTC in just a moment. We see the altcoins rising. We're hearing about a Fed rate cut. That could mean a cash influx into the crypto economy. Perhaps it's going into Binance. We don't know. Shout out to Timmy Timmermans. Shout out to XPO. And it's good to see the altcoins at least gaining some weight after an altcoin famine out there. Let's be real out here, boomers. Most, if not all of your favorites, altcoins took hits like no other, down like 95%, most of them, while Bitcoin maintained its weight like a champion. Shout out to the bits. And although the alts are rising, I'm still focusing on a predominantly 70%, at least 70% Bitcoin dominant portfolio. If you ask a boomer such as myself, again, if you're tuning in, touch the buttons, caress them. We'll be talking about Binance US. We'll check it out. We'll see which altcoins are trading out there. We'll see some of these articles talking about altcoin season, perhaps, maybe. And we'll check out the prices along with the charts and see what the technical indicators are saying. I was reviewing them yesterday a little bit more in depth, and some of the boomers let me know that they like that. So, we'll take a peek at what the technicals are saying. I really trade on fundamentals, but we got to look at the technicals here sometimes. Shout out to Rafterman. He says the crypto browser continues working like a boom. Rafterman let us know about a browser that's similar to Brave that allows you to earn crypto. If you want to go ahead and explain a little bit more, is there ads on that, or how does that work? It just works exactly like Brave, right? I'm a boomer with Brave. I get those bats. I swap them out to Satoshis as well. And then I can also receive tips via the Brave browser, which is good. Does the crypto browser allow for publishers to receive tips? And what kind of ads are you getting is another question. That's good to know. But apparently, according to Rafterman, it's a boom. And, we need to know about all the possible boomers out there. So thank you to Rafterman for letting us know. Let's check out the mathematics over here on CoinMarketCap. Check out the charts. Let me turn off these coins, share my screen. You can see the ETH against Bitcoin charts here. ETH on the rise, 0.02. There's green, green, green. I mean, I'm tracking several coins here, and you could see, Zcash, Binance, Neo, ETH Classic, Link, Maker. They're all up in the green. So that's good. Check out CoinMarketCap. Rafterman says there is no ads so far, but you're making about 30 to 40 sats daily. So where are the sats coming from? That's the who's providing the sats. We know that with the Brave browser, the BAT tokens are earned by checking out ads, and those the bats come from the ad those that are running the ad. So perhaps somebody's funding the crypto browser or not. It's interesting to know, but Let's go ahead and check out the charts here. Coin market cap currently at $273 billion worldwide. Bitcoin dominance has decreased as these altcoins have increased. You see some booms like no other here. Even Ripple's up to 15%. That garbage bag. And I said this before, you know, it's not to say that Ripple may or may not go up. And if you're trading daily on the technicals, I can see, you know, why you may or may not pick up the bag. But strictly on fundamentals, this is a garbage bag that I want nothing to do with. Bitcoin currently at $10,226, not making any moves, but the altcoins are. Ether at $214. This one is the talk of the forums, really. Finally, people are starting to wake up to the DeFi dApps. I'm telling you guys, don't sleep on it. Now Kyber Network has more features. I got to check that out. And you got Compound Finance Maker and whatnot. So don't sleep on that. Bitcoin Cash there at 332. Litecoin at $77. Litecoin even moving up nice. I'm glad that I said I was going to sell a chip off the old Litecoin block yesterday. I didn't get around to doing it. And in the meantime and in between time, the price increased a little bit more. So I'm glad I didn't do that because now I can get even more for it. You got EOS there at 417 up as well. Binance up as well as they opened up their U.S. exchange. Now, not too long ago, I used the Binance, the regular Binance exchange. I remember them floating out a date saying September 12th they were closing their main exchange to U.S. customers. But apparently it's still running. I'm not sure. But as of today, Binance.us is open. That's a regulated exchange. It's basically the same as Binance. It looks the same. And you could see it over here. And you could see it looks basically kind of like Binance.com. But right now, I'm only seeing USD markets and USDT markets. This is allowing people to buy some altcoins directly with USDT. Now, bear in mind that this is a KYC exchange. This is like signing up for Coinbase, like signing up for Gemini or other US exchanges that are fully regulated. If you guys are interested in doing that, you can, and it allows you to deal with your bank. So you can go in and out with cold hard fiat. So, that's what it is. Nano Joe says, don't sleep on DeFi coming over to EOS. No, we talked about that. The EOS stable coins there. I forgot the name of the actual site, but I have it linked. It's like 2 or 3 live streams before this one. But yeah, EOS, everything you could, not everything, but the majority of the smart contract stuff that you could do with Ether, you could do even faster on EOS. Now, EOS is arguably a little bit more centralized, being that it has the 21 block producers, and they could be colluding. We don't know. And of course, we all know that according to the terms and service, aka the Constitution, EOS, they can technically send people to arbitration and reverse transactions, is my understanding. Although we did see one transaction reversed on Ether with the original DAO, the DAO hack, and that's why ETH Classic was created. But anyhow, it's interesting to see what will happen with DeFi on EOS, and that's why I'm still holding EOS baggies. Okay, so I'm still holding ETH baggies, EOS baggies. And don't act like Champagne didn't tell you. ETH was one of the few altcoins that I still believed in, and it's making movements. I mean, it's not booming like Stellar. Stellar's looking like a maniac, but it's definitely on the rise, and I think it's here to stay. Is Steam dead, says Sorian. I don't know. I'm still using Steam. I mean, I still post there, but to be honest, I'm not interested in acquiring, buying more Steam at this moment. ExpressVPN just hit me up with an ad. Boom. I click on it, get some BAT tokens via the Brave browser that I tell everybody to download on all my live streams because they give me a little kickback in BAT, and it encourages crypto adoption. And it allows you to block ads here on CoinMarketCap and at least earn something for your web use. Shout out to Crypto Stack. He says, I was shadow banned by YouTube from posting any live stream after watching Louder with Crowder, who is a conservative. Slowly, I'm getting my commenting ability back. But what a joke, says Crypto Stacks. Sorry to hear that. I don't know what happened there. But, we have been talking about it here for some time. Even the champ has been arguably shadow banned. But lately, we've been seeing more boomers getting their post notifications. And I've said, because I think being that Google was recently sued for censorship. I think it's a class action. I think that now they're trying to secretly reinstate people and take off some of the shadow bans to add some plausible deniability to what they allegedly were doing. So I'm sorry to hear that. I'm glad that you're back, Crypto Stacks, and louder with Crowder. I'm not sure how conservative he is, but I know what you mean. At least he covers. He's definitely not completely lefty, but sometimes I think he may be funny bunny as well. But this is not the politics stream, so let's not get too deep into it, although we have in the past. Shout out to all my boomers here. CryptoZilla says Ripple's booming. And Rafterman said he'll keep us up to date as he learns more about that crypto browser. X and Batsus in Japanese meaning no or not good. So guess what XRP means? No Ripple. So not good RP. Okay, CryptoZilla. I want nothing to do with this crypto. It's not even a crypto. It's a glorified database, is my opinion of Ripple. But if you're just a day trader thirsting for blood and you're settling every day, you probably don't care about the fundamentals of the coins and you're trading on the swings. Another streamer was sick of YouTube stealing from the super chat tips 30%, so he disabled it and they removed his channel from the search function, says Crypto Stacks. Yeah, I mean, we've experienced those types of things here as well, where we're not coming up on the search result as much, and then all of a sudden we get a bunch of subscribers pooled, but yet the boomers still show up and they still show us love. And yeah, that's about what they tax on the super chat, about 30%. Is what YouTube takes off the top. So it is what it is. You could send, directly. I may have to open up a PayPal directly as well. And, for those that want to just send out USD. And, of course, I got the crypto addresses down below. And I appreciate all the tips. Shout out to Crypto Stacks. Nice to see you back out there. You got Satoshi Visions even up. It's a garbage bag. I'm not interested. Stellar is behaving like a maniac today, up 40% in the past 24 hours. Can somebody get here on the line and let me know what's going on with Stellar Lumens? Because I don't know. I want to know. Let me know. That's why I'm here. Each one teach one in the population of the chat box. Let me know what's going on with Stellar and why it's pumping like no other. Even Cardano was up 11%. Shout out to my Cardano generals. I still think there's a future with Cardano if and when they can make that system, that blockchain work, because right now it's nothing but a promise. Monero is at $78 pumping as well. Huobi is falling in the rankings. It was at number 10 yesterday, now at number 13, but still up 2.53% over the past 24 hours at $4.19. Tron also looking like a fourth batter, up 12%. Leo up 1%, and they're all in the green, guys. I mean, this is good news. I think this could be correlated to this rate cut, could be correlated. I think it's more correlated to the rate cut than it is Binance.US opening. But, maybe it's, a perfect storm for a little kapump. Now, is altcoin season here? We're going to address that in just a moment. I don't think so, but some people do. You can see the biggest gainer of the day here is ABBC coin along with Stellar. Stellar is pumping because Ripple is. Funny Bunny, perhaps. I'm not sure. I know that it's Ripple's cousin or whatnot, but Ripple's not pumping. Well, Ripple's up 15%, but just because Ripple's pumping, Stellar's, they're all pumping. But something must be happening with Stellar. I think maybe could be flying over our heads. If you use regulated exchange, you might as well invest in Ripple. Invest? I'm not sure. I'm not investing in something I don't believe in the fundamentals. Now, if you're day trading, I can't be mad at a day trader, but that's not what I'm doing. Stellar's pumping because Ripple is. We said that, and Rafterman just dropped me $5 in the population of the chat box for the little boomers and the boomette. Boom. Shout out to Rafterman. Thank you so much. What about the privacy coins banned in Korea, Monero, Zcash, Dash, and maybe the rest of the countries will follow? I don't know. I don't think that, if they ban privacy coin, is that going to impact all the market? I don't know. In fact, it could give it the Streisand effect and increase the price. Once things go black market, the price goes up. Okay? So, I don't know. And, you're asking about Korea. But yeah, Korea does have some sort of an influence on the market. They're way more ahead of the West when it comes to crypto adoption. So I don't know. Shout out to Rafterman. Kaboom to the champ and all the maniacs. Shout out to Main Event. We got day one boomers here. Could someone let me know what's happening with Stellar? Nano thinks it's pumping because Ripple is. I think it's got to be a little bit more than that. But let me know. Let's see if there's any losers today. Made Safe, Riff, Metaverse, Redcoin, Kyber Network, and KuCoin. I wouldn't sleep on Kyber, guys. I wouldn't sleep on Kyber. This is a DeFi-related app. DApp basically allows you to swap out coins there via Ether. Don't sleep on this one, okay? Don't sleep on this one. I like to look at the deals. This one may be a deal today. And, of course, Bitcoin is also at a deal today, being that the price is close to 10,000. So while these coins go up, I may take a chip off some of these altcoins and move them back into bits. Quite a few alts moving, says Main Event. Yeah, it looks like most of them are. It looks like most of them are indeed. Let's check out these articles. Altcoins finally see the light as Binance US situations get settled. It seems that altcoins are finally getting their moment as Binance has deployed its trading platform for US-based citizens. This is an article out of CryptoPotato.com. I have it linked down below. It's posted by George Georgiev. Excuse me if I'm mispronouncing that. All large and mid-cap cryptos are in the green, and a lot of them are marking substantial double-digit growth against both USD and Bitcoin. So let's see here if you can see here, altcoin season finally here. They're asking when determining whether or not there's an altcoin season. There's a few things that we have to examine. First and foremost is the positive increase in the prices of different altcoins. As we can see right now, that checks out. Second, we can take a look at Bitcoin's dominance. This is the index that tracks Bitcoin's dominance. Right now, it's about 67% when they wrote that. This signifies that altcoins are starting to gain more grounds. Moreover, we can see that a lot of the altcoins are actually trading positive against Bitcoin, while it's still too early to determine, says the article. I think it's still too early to determine, and I'm going to determine no. I don't think altcoin season's here. In my personal opinion, this thing can pump 25, 30%, and they'll still be down to Bitcoin again, in the past even 3 months. If you look at the chart here, let's go back to the ETH chart. This is the 1-day chart for ETH. Let's look at the 3-day chart, the 3-month chart. You could see, it still needs to make some substantial gains to even gain back the ground that it lost against Bitcoin these past 3 months. So is altcoin season here? No. Okay, I think this is some movement that it needs to finally make after losing so much. Here's the 6-month chart. So, this thing has been, downward slide. Maybe finally it can go up, but it has a lot more to go before it could even return to where it was about 6 months ago. And this is true for almost all the blue chip, almost all the altcoins, including Litecoin. You can see Litecoin looks like death. And let's look at Link, something that was like really pumped. Even Link is different. Link was one that gained against Bitcoin, but now it's losing. ETH Classic, even ETH Classic, which had its pump due to Binance offering that coin on its lending platform, or allowing users to lend ETH Classic on their lending platform. That pumped right around here, but still it's down. So no, is altcoin season here? I'm going to say no, boomers. I think it's just movements that we're going to see. We may even see a little bit more pumps on these 24 hours, but to call it an alt season, I think it's a little bit, putting the cart before the horse. ETH boom, ETH boom, ETH boom, says Marlon. Yeah, it's nice to see it back in the green after it's lost a lot of weight. It is accumulation time for what you believe in. And you know what I'm saying, guys. More bits, and more kabooms. Shout out to Dolphin. I see you. It's not alt season until new money's causing the pump, says Lucky Lewis. I agree. There is a little bit more new money coming into the game, though. I think it's the money that's being generated from these rate cuts. But I think you also meet like new players in the game and, fresh blood. And we definitely don't have fresh blood in the game yet. And we will have fresh blood in the game, in my opinion, when we approach former all-time highs. So can somebody get on the horn here and let me know what's pumping with Stellar? It's up 26% against Bitcoin, almost 40% against the USD. And it's definitely making movements. It's one of the top gainers today. Stellar Lumens, Ripple's little cousin. Shout out to Passive. I see you. Wham, bam, kabam. Checking out the stellar charts, definitely sexy. Let's look at this article over here out of cryptonews.com. Dozens of altcoins on the rise, but it's at altcoin season yet. It seems like everybody's asking the same question. They showed the top performers, which is ABBC and Stellar. Ripple's definitely performing as well, although I don't care. And you can see the top performers of the past week. It's interesting to note that Maker is up over 40% in the past week. And Maker being that DeFi dApp that allows ETH users to generate DAI stable coins in exchange for their Ethereum collateral. It's difficult to know what is exactly driving the development. It's likely a combination of elements, and Bitcoin consolidating around its current price may be a major part of it. It may be that traders are now looking for profit in altcoins. It is somewhat easier to discuss individual coins, though. For example, just yesterday, ETH surpassed the USD 200 mark again, and we've discussed that the report says how it might also surpass BTC in daily transaction fees. We talked about that yesterday, which is fueled by Tether's migration to Ethereum. Meanwhile, rumors have been going around about Ripple's partnership with cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase. I did hear about that Ripple was going to partner with Coinbase. We did hear about Ripple partnering with MoneyGram. So again, Ripple's acting like a centralized company. And if you're interested with it, go ahead. But again, I think it's toxic to crypto, in my opinion, fundamentally. Furthermore, after major payment processor BitPay announced its plans to start supporting ETH soon. It also said it'll announce more coins, with Litecoin and Ripple being evaluated. So there's definitely a lot going on. BitPay announcing more support. Coinbase perhaps partnering with Ripple and MoneyGram. That's what I've heard. A possibility. It's a rumor. And you see Binance.us opening. So definitely it's something to check out. Got heavy bags of Maker, ETH, Link, and Quant. Link is the one that, out of all those four, Marlin is the one that I think that it's kind of run out of gas. But at the same token, I was looking at the forums out there, and I heard that ETH and Link may announce a partnership. So I don't know. Maybe there's another pump for Link. Quant, I've been seeing floating around there. And then Energy, I know you've been talking about it for a long time. But now I'm seeing Energy run ads on the Brave browser. So now they're marketing and everything. So they said it was the best altcoin during the bear market. I think it was what the ad said. Let me click on the ZebPay ad. I'm getting these ads, boomers, right here in real time. This is the real deal here. It's only a few tokens that I'm getting, but I'm getting them. And you should too. Download the Brave browser right now. Shlomo Sheckelstein is here. He says, best crypto channel, but I need shekels. Hope Bitcoin Gold can make me rich. If you're holding Bitcoin Gold, hoping to get rich, I'm not sure if you're a genuine Sheckelstein, because they'd probably be holding something else. Sumat Daz says, institutional investors in alt secretly. I think they're moving in. I think those institutional investors may be getting free money basically from this rate cut and moving it into some of these altcoins, perhaps. Passive Crypto says Bitcoin Gold. Yeah, I haven't heard of Bitcoin Gold in a while, but it's probably the best coin that Shackelstein can come up with to fulfill his joke here. Summit's here. Shlomo's here, Marlins, Lazor, I see you, Rafterman, and the rest of the boomers. Passive says they're mainly in ETH besides Bitcoin. Yeah, I think so. I think, like I've said, ETH is one of the few altcoins that I still believe in. Let's look at the past 3 months. You can see the dominance here. The ETH dominance hasn't really increased. Let me see total market cap. Let me see if they show everything excluding Bitcoin. Let me just remove Bitcoin out the gate. You could see ETH's dominance. I mean, it has decreased, but ETH's dominance right now is like 8% of the market. It's still substantially more than Bitcoin Cash's dominance. Stay clear of BTC knockoffs. Yeah, you know. I think if you do get them, you know, I've been selling them. You know, whatever you get on those BTC knockoffs. And you know, I was discussing this with one of the boomers offline yesterday. You know, it seems to me like the strategy with the majority of these altcoins, let's be 1,000, is like, you know, to sell them into Bitcoin. Really, you know, that's really what you're trying to do. I mean, hodling altcoins for the long gun, I'm starting to question it. I think the only hodl here is Bitcoin. I think the moves with altcoins are short to midterm is what I've learned through experience here. Is it seems like if you look back, it's arguable that you're better off have sold all the altcoins into Bitcoin these past few years, you know? So, I mean, that could be the moves. Like, you only get into altcoins just for, you know where your entry and exit point are. But to hodl altcoins for the long gun, I don't know if that's a better strategy than Bitcoin. Got a heavy bag of Cardano, but Charles and Shelly need to get in the gym and pick up some weight. There you go. You know, they need to get in the gym to pick up some weight. And if you're holding Cardano, are you waiting to exit it at a certain point just so that you could take the profits and go back into Bitcoin? Because it seems like most of these altcoins, they have their run, and in the long run, you know, eventually they lose against Bitcoin. Yeah, use alts, don't hodl. Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it. Like, the alts are to be used, but what's to be hodled is the bits. And Martin's saying ETH, but I don't know. I'm gonna say what's hot. You know, I don't even know about hodling ETH. Let's look at it like this. You know, it could be the move to stack ETH, those 32 ETH right now, and as they move to pre-POS, at that point, sell it all. Because maybe like 6 months after they move to POS, it'll fall against Bitcoin again. I mean, that's not too hard to believe. But again, you know, you summarized it good. You know, use the alts. Really, you know, I mean, although I've hodled alts myself, so this is something that I'm reviewing again with the boomers offline and in my mind as well. Like, really, you know, it seems like all of these alts are better off being used just to get more Bitcoin instead of hodling them. Shout out to Task Force. He says, what a mega crush, champagne for lights, more bits, and more bits, and more kabooms. Nice to see you back in the box. So, yeah, that's the deal, guys. I mean, these altcoins are on the rise. Binance US has opened. And, again, I went to the website, and I see that they're only trading against USD and USDT markets. I would expect this to change, like, very soon, because I don't see anything being traded against Bitcoin at the moment. It looks exactly like Binance.com. So, you know, it seems like, you know, today's the first day. So I would expect this to include more pairs. I'm just noticing this now. 0 fees for all trading pairs before November 1st. That's another plus. 0 fees. There you go. 0 fees for all trading pairs until November 1st. So we're going to see at least a month of people getting on this platform here and trading altcoins, it seems. Maybe this is indirectly, along with the rate cut, it could be indirectly causing this little mini altcoin pump. Is it altcoin season, guys? I don't think so. And I've said this before. I just showed you the charts. I don't think so. Okay, you know, these coins are way down compared to Bitcoin, long gun. Here's the 1 day again on Ethereum, but you know, even the 3 month does not look sexy. Okay. Let's look at the technicals before I call it a wrap out here, boomers. Nano says 0 fees, but you give them your social. No thanks. Yeah. We know absolutely what to expect with this. Is Coinbase 2.0, Gemini 2.0. Absolutely. If you're getting into this is KYC. But what do you expect? I mean, if once you get your bank account involved into the game, banks have always been KYC and Social Security, so I'm not surprised. Respect and blessing to this channel, daily premium and high intensity crypto content. You are the best, champagne. Thank you, Task Force. Thank you for the kind words. Kaboom to you. I think you're right. Short term, champ, when it comes to ETH and POS, but those are the first to lock. Those ETH will be getting huge returns on the ETH inflation as they will be staking without. Yeah. I mean, but you know, again, without real competition, Marlon says. Again, but, you know, you have to lock up your tokens for what you said, like 2 years. You know, yeah, you're getting those rewards, but are those rewards going to be more than what you can get up front for selling it once the price really pumps, arguably when that POS happens? I don't know. There's definitely ways to look at it. But I like what you said, how you summarize what I've been trying to say. Just use the alt and hodl the bits. Use the alt, hodl the bits. I agree. Let's check out the technicals on Ether, Litecoin, and if you want me to, pull them up on some of your altcoins, drop a comment here and let me know. Here's the technicals on ETH. Again, I want to show this again because some of the boomers yesterday told me that I like that I showed this. Here's the 1 day technicals. So the 1 day's technicals are saying to buy. The technicals include the moving average and the oscillators. Okay. If you want to get into the technicals and see exactly what they are, you can click on them and go into them. But this is a summary. Okay. Right now on the 1 day, they're saying buy, buy, buy. So this is more for like a day trader. Here's the 1 week. Sell, sell, sell. Okay, so this could be just a short-term run, which is what I'm thinking. So, I mean, this may pump for another day or two and then sell again. Again, use the alts, hodl the bits. And 1 month is saying strong sell. The oscillators are saying 2 sell, 2 are saying neutral, and 2 buy. So I would say that this should be on neutral on the gauge. But anyhow, that's what it is. Let's check out the technicals for Litecoin. Going back into the 1 day, it's buy, buy, buy across the board, looking good. So we could expect the price to continue to go up. Yesterday, it said this, and the price moved. It continued to move. Let's check out the 1 week. The 1 week is still saying strong sell from the moving averages and the summary. And even the 1 month, I believe, is saying sell as well. Oscillators are neutral. Moving averages on strong sell. So this doesn't convince me. You can see most of the alts are reading about the same. Now, compare this to something like Bitcoin. Let's look at Bitcoin. So on the 1 day, it's probably sell. Pull up the Bitcoin text. Going into the Bitcoin technicals, you could see they're reading on the moving averages for 1 day's chart is strong sell. So it's reading that they don't expect the price to go up in the next day. But if you look at the week charts, it's a strong buy. The price, if you want to hold the bits for about a week, they're saying strong buy. Although the oscillators are reading sell, and then finally the 1 month charts are saying strong buy on the moving averages. You see 11 of the moving averages technicals are saying buy, summary saying buy, neutral on the oscillators, but still looking good. That this is opposite to the majority of your altcoins. It's the opposite. So I think this is a short-term 1 to 3 day run for these altcoins, and let's see where we're at, towards the end of the week. For Bitcoin, I expect little action for the next 1 to 3 days. It'll stay around 10K. May go to 99 and may go to 10.3, but it's going to stay in, maybe within a $600 to $700 pocket is what I'm expecting. But again, anything could happen, boomers. I'm not anybody's crypto daddy, nor am I the crypto pro out here. So, I mean, don't cry if it doesn't turn out how I expected. I'm happy for Ethereum, bullish on Litecoin, but I'll always be loyal to the bits, says Crypto Task Force, buying more. Indeed. Nano Joe says, Marlon says, Nano Joe hiding the fact that they are broke and the dollar is worthless. Nano saying, tell that to the government and Federal Reserve. What is the Fed hiding that they don't want to be audited? Exactly. Yeah. I mean, what they're hiding is that they're the Wizard of Oz. they don't want you to pull the curtain back, Nano. They don't want Toto to pull the curtain back. Yeah, boomers. Drop a comment here. I'll take a few more comments and questions before I go ahead and tune down the broadcast. Check out the articles I have linked down below talking about this altcoin pump, questioning whether it's altcoin season. I disagree. I don't think so. I think this pump will last a couple of days. It's not going to be a dump, but we're far. It's going to take a lot more gains for these altcoins to convince me that we're back in altcoin season. I'm still focused on the Bitcoin and the halving event that's going to happen sooner than later. Check out those articles. Download the Brave browser. Start earning BAT tokens, and stay strong out there. Check out all the videos I have down below. Shout out to Marlon, Crypto Task Force, Summit, Nano, and the rest of the boomers out there. If there's no more comments and questions, I'm out of here, and always appreciative to all the boomers showing love via the super chat, via the BAT tip browser. That I appreciate as well. Thank you so much to Rafterman. He says for the little boomers and boomettes, he dropped me 5 there in the box. Thank you so much. And thank you for everybody dropping positive comments. As always, I'll be back late mornings, early afternoons, Eastern Standard Time with a good crypto word. Shout out to Main Event, Crypto Task Force, Marlon Jones, Rafterman, the rest of the boomers tuning in. It's the voice of the blockchain here, Satoshi's big cousin, cryptography's finest. Thanks for